Architectural Technology exhibition, and it's a 3-year course, degree course. First year, second year and third year. This is the end of year exhibition showing the students' work primarily for the last semester. We're going now into the first year studio to take a look at their projects. Most of these projects are done up in Revit, and we pay particular attention in first year to domestic buildings. There's a huge focus on passive house criteria. We also get the students to draw famous dwellings from around the world using Revit. We go now into second year to have a look at the second year work. In second year, we focus on, generally speaking, on a building that's of international architectural repute. And this year, we focused on the bibliothèque in Copenhagen, designed by co-architects. The students have to do all of the research themselves and figure out exactly how this building was built. We bring them to Copenhagen to see the work and to take measurements and study what has actually happened on site. They have to do 3-dimensional details, and they also have to do models of the building. One part of the exercise requires that they have to do a study of the structure. Also in second year they have to do a study of traditional mills around Donegal. This is part of their heritage and conservation project work. We find that the use of 1 to 20 sections through the entire building gives the student a full appreciation of the construction of the building. students are also encouraged to carry out three-dimensional tearaway details of the buildings that they study to show that they understand the construction thoroughly. We go now and have a look at the third year project work. And in third year, students have to undertake the study of a complex commercial or institutional building. In this instance, the students undertook the study of the Nyland Gallery in Sligo, which is a building that has won architectural acclaim and which is beautifully detailed. The students must study the details of the building and the whole construction of the building, and they must show that they understand exactly how it was built themselves. They must do all this research themselves, and so often their solutions vary. Again, all this work is carried out using Revit, and the standard of the work is exceptional. The students don't obtain any of this information from the architects that have designed the building. They have to figure it out themselves and research it themselves. The work has to be of the highest international standards so that they can compete with students or with graduates from all over the world who will also be competing for jobs. By the end of third year, the students are expert at using Revit. They're also expert at the form of construction that is most up to date and that requires buildings to be of passive house standards. Here we can see some really good examples of the tearaway details that the students are encouraged to do to show and prove to the staff that they understand the construction of the building intimately. The 3D tearaway details mean that the student has to show every single aspect of construction, and they cannot just look up standard details on the internet, because they're not to be found in 3D tearaway format. as staff, we're absolutely delighted with the quality of the work from the students. And we encourage them to express all their work with as much clarity as possible. To see such a high output of top quality work from a student after just 3 years of education in our college is exemplary. We have no difficulty in recommending them for jobs in any office anywhere throughout the world. We also get the students to take on a graphics project where they have to take a building of international repute, generally speaking a house, and do it up in Revit entirely by themselves, showing that they're able to use Revit to draw up the most complex of buildings. They also have to develop their Photoshop skills using this project.